Hi, it's editor Dante again. Just as a heads up, this episode of the Pokemon Shiny Hunting kind of got a little bit deep in the conversations at the very beginning and shouldn't really be listened to if you're having any kind of like dark thoughts. It's just one of those things where it's like, this is the conversation for the day at the beginning part. It does shift about, I want to say, a third of the way through, maybe even halfway through. But if that's something that you don't want to hear, just be wary of that for the very beginning of this. But hi, welcome back to Shiny Hunting with Dante. I figured out what day we're properly on this time. So like yesterday, I think I said we were like day like 118 or something like that. Or 119. I was correct. It is 119. So today is 120. We are 120 days into this. And I have what, like 12 shinies to like account for? I gotta do better, guys. Like I gotta get like a new like shiny ID or something, or not shiny ID, secret ID or something. Cause like this just ain't cutting it. This just is not cutting it. You know what I mean? So today's music of choice is just general 2000s Nintendo music. So you might recognize the music, you might not. I'm not quite sure. I recognize the first song, but I don't recognize this one immediately. But yeah, how is everyone today? YouTube, how are you? Good old Twitchy, how are you? Hi, Neil's little raccoon. Not much is really changed with me. Just some vibing. Watched the roast of Kevin Hart last night. Or at least finished it, I should say. It's like a 3-hour special. And man, is it funny. Some parts are a little bland, but most of it's pretty funny. If you ever watched Tires, Shane Gillis, who's like one of the main characters of that show, is, I mean, I'd argue even the main character, is the host for that. You gotta do therapy later, either by the time I end or close to. Okay, Mel. I hope it goes well for you. It's always good to take care of that mental health, you know? As we're listening to what sounds like sad music. I guess it's while it's nostalgic, right? Are you gonna tell them about how you changed all your contacts to ducks? Honestly, I think that's pretty like funny. They'll probably mention it. I think it's super funny because like it's very lighthearted. You know what I mean? Of all the things you could do, you changed them to ducks. I mean, you gotta think my profile picture on here is a peep. Like even during like episodes like that, Mel, it's good that you can still like do things that are like, you know, still lighthearted and fun. Yeah. For those who are new to this, or for some reason showing up on day 120, we are in Mount Moon and we are hunting for what is mainly a Clefairy and not looking for a Paris. So conveniently, as I'm talking about this, here's the entire encounter chart right on the screen for you. Clefairy at the least, and I think Zubat at the highest. So we're trying to get that Clefairy to be shiny. But if Geodude or Zubat happens, it's also fine. I just don't want Paris. But why would I want to be so mean to Paris? There is a floor in Mount Moon where there's only Paris, so it really wouldn't be that hard to hunt a Paris here. Bow, 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 dow, dow, dow. Per usual, YouTube, if you want to guess the name of the song in the, or like throughout the video, feel free to. You get brownie points. Twitch, if you guys guess the song name, then you get some red orbs. Per the standard agreement. But yeah, today will be a little bit shorter, so we've been kind of dabbling in the song, Koki. and Neil's got it. But today's gonna be a little bit shorter. We've been dabbling kind of like into the shorter episodes lately, with Sengoku Bossar kind of being like roughly 2 hours long, and then obviously the Pokemon stuff is usually 3 to 4 hours. So it kind of like balances itself out with how long the Metroid Other M series like episodes went. Okay, Mel. I will mention it because it shows that while you are experiencing mania and oppression episodes, you're able to manage them and function, which means they won't have to worry about adjusting your medication. Yeah, that does seem like to be the case, which is very good. And Mel, you should still, you know, it's good that you're still going despite knowing this. It's always helpful. And so you should be proud of yourself as much as we are. Let me do that and then add points to Niels. Oh yeah, that's right. You're still Niels J 10. I have to get used to the fact that you're not 01 anymore. Da 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 da. Yeah, we still got the auto counter set up, so I think we don't have to count those. Can you tell me what it's called, Koki? Uriam, you work hard to remember to take your medications, and you're able to manage things even if it's as simple as drinking water. Good. Koki, it says right there, it says song. Here, you know what? Hold on. It says, where is it? It says song. All right. See, Koki, was that so hard? Was that so difficult for you to do? You're running on 2 hours of sleep. Be nice. You should be running on sleep. Buddy. It's okay to sleep. I mean, it's gonna be a pretty vibe relaxing day, assuming no shiny occurs. You can't sleep at work? You're not at work, are you? You should be at home, right? You just came home? When's the last time you ate, Koki? Also, if you guys have not eaten yet, now's your reminder to go eat if you haven't already. Mel, I know you just woke up, so I'm gonna cut you some leeway because you did just wake up. You did McDonald's pit stop? Alright. At least you ate something, I guess. I had breakfast. Unlike yesterday, I did have breakfast before we started today. You got overnight oats in the fridge? All right, so see. And this could just be the music making me want to talk. But like I will say, for anyone who needs to hear it at all, because emotional music makes me emotional. If at any point, you know, you like you think that no one believes in you, I do. I will always believe in you. All right. There's always someone believing in you. If you can't do it for yourself, then I'll be that person to believe in you. This silly little, like, corner of the internet. You have the power to do it. And that's why, like, I tell you guys that, like, I'm proud of you whenever you do, like, very simple things. Like, but we said this before, or I said this before, believe. I said this before that, like, you know, like you like to just try your best in a day, and just getting out of bed is your like best for the day, then so be it. You did a good job. Some days are gonna be harder than others, but you know, you've gotten through some of the hardest days in your life once before. And you could definitely do it again. I believe in two random strangers. Yeah, I know. It sounds weird just being like, yeah, how could some random dude be on the internet, like, believe in me so much? Sometimes, I mean, I don't have to know anything about you to hope the best for you. Life is hard enough, so don't be hard on yourself, exactly. Like, and it's also another thing to say, like, you know, as someone who gets in their head quite often and is worried about a lot of people that, like, you know, care about me, it's like one of those things where it's like, I have to also care about myself, and you should too. Like, even on those hard days. I'm gonna say this, others do joke around and call you daddy, Dante, but you do give off dad energy in a good way. I know. And I know. I care. I do genuinely care, and the whole daddy moniker doesn't really bother me. It's just a funny little bit whenever people call me Daddy Dante. I mean, one of the I think the Squirtle in here even has like the name permanently etched into it where it's Dadente. Like I like, all silliness aside, like, I do want this to be a place where people can like hang out and chill and just, you know, be themselves, because sometimes people don't have a place where they can just be them. And if my little corner on the internet allows you to, you know, just relax and goof off when like IRL you're not able to, then that's what the space is for. You've been told you act motherly before? Well, that's good. I usually take those kinds of things as like always as like compliments. Like, if I was like a female and you guys were calling me mom, I would also take that as a compliment. I don't know. I think it's probably one of like the sweetest comments that people have, because it just shows that like how much you care, you know, Mel? Just how much you care about people that they're willing to call you motherly. And yeah, obviously I have moments on here like where I get frustrated because like silly things keep happening, like the when we were playing Metroid Other M, I was starting to get frustrated because that one area just would not end and I kept dying. It's just like, I don't get it. But we all have moments like that. Yeah, absolutely. Do you just call a lot of people sweetheart or sugar and you usually check up on people? See? What a very motherly thing to do. And this is why, like, I appreciate you guys, you know? Like, whether you stop in here to talk for 20 minutes or stay the entire stream or lurk or anything like that. I just really enjoy, like, whenever people can just, like, when people are, like, giving me, like, any of their time. Because it's, like, one of the sweetest things that people do. Like, as often as Whiskers or Lav or Koki or Umel or any, like I said, anyone that comes by. Like, it's just so sweet. And I'm never going to take it for granted. Because of all the places you could be, you're here. You're in a safe space, you know? And I'll always want this place to be a safe space for anyone. But in order to be that safe space, I also do have to protect it from people who want to kind of like intrude upon that safe space. Thankfully, there hasn't been anyone that has done that yet, other than like bots. But please, if any of you are ever uncomfortable about like a situation that's going on, like in my community, please do not hesitate to reach out to, you know, me or one of my mods. The people I set up as mods are also equally as caring as I am. And if you have a problem with any of the mods, message me. You will bonk them. Yep. Like, I'm not just gonna make anyone like a mod. Like, I know we joke about like, you know, giving mods to like random people and stuff like that, but it's just like the people who are my mods are the people I trust. Like, if they were like able to like delete my account, I would trust that they wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Kakin. Like, I know it's like one of those things, especially now, where it's like, oh yeah, people should have like communities that like show that they care. But there's a lot of communities out there that are also just kind of like mean. And I'm sure you can probably think of a few. I know we don't talk about like IRL stuff too often, like with like news and stuff like that. But, yeah. You got a stupid seat for your bed? What do you mean you got a stupid seat? Do you just have like a lawn chair just sitting on your bed? Hold on a sec. All right. No more back pain from shrimping in bed. Koki. I think your lurk book is doing more harm than good if you're shrimping that bad. Drive safe, cat, please, and please have a good day at work, okay? Okay, please, please, please. I miss you already. I know we didn't get to have the call that you wanted, but still. No good days anymore, only dead days. Well, my day is, I mean, for what it's worth, my day becomes good whenever you're in it. If that helps you at all. if that helps your brain at all. Take away my talk, I tell you. I mean, my schedule's there, cat. I'm usually awake before I start stream so you can chat, but I understand that you need to sleep sometimes. You actually plan on eventually making YouTube videos on how to handle grief, not like how to get over or process it, but things to make life easier on the harder days. Yeah, because like a lot of people do, just from my experience, a lot of people do handle grief differently, but sometimes, you know, the way that you handle grief will help someone else. So yeah, it's helpful. So like, I haven't really talked about it before because it's the title thing, Koki. I'll give it to you anyway. So I haven't really talked about it because I don't really talk about too much stuff in my life that like are, I guess, serious in a matter. Because like, you know, grief. I think I've joked about, I'm pretty sure I've joked about it on stream before, that like I call myself an orphan now because like both my parents are passed. And so like that's an interesting thing. But I've also handled grief differently than probably most people in life probably do. Hi Faye, welcome back. We're in our serious talk era right now. Oh, we're shiny hunting. But yeah, so I don't have either parent. And it never really hit me until like, I don't know. Like, I want to say 2 months after, 2 or 3 months until after like my mom passed, because my dad passed first and then my mom did. So like within the same year too, which is, oh, brutal. But it's one of those things where it's like, it you don't know how grief's going to manifest on certain like situations. So most of the time I'm pretty neutral about it. I try to see the good in the moment of the situation. So like rather than like grieving over the situation, I kind of like celebrate their life, you know, which is what kind of funerals and stuff like that are supposed to be. They're supposed to be celebrations of one's life and stuff like that. People tend to focus more on the idea of like, this is like I can't make any more memories with them, rather than, you know, celebrating the memories that they had. And mind you, totally valid like response to it. And so like that's also kind of how I handled it with my parents. Is I more so just tried to like celebrate the life that they had and the memories I have of them. And then I think my dad's hit me initially as it's being lowered. That's the first time that I actually kind of like got hit in any kind of like sense whenever it comes to like passings and stuff like that. And so it was like I actually had to go through like the whole grief stages, and it felt very surreal to me, because like, why is it this time it's different? The entire event up to that point was me celebrating their life, and then the moment that like the kind of like the finality of it hit is when it kind of hit me. So like sometimes grief will take time to also get to you. And then whenever my mother passed, when my mother passed, I did not have any kind of reaction, even at like the whole funeral and everything like that. I didn't have any reaction for hers until a while after, because it had occurred to me when it got closer to her birthday, because her birthday is near Christmas. And so like it was always kind of like a fun thing to be like, oh yeah, she's going to get to, so what is it, there's a silly tradition with like kids and their parents where they're like, oh yeah, you get to open up one Christmas present early on Christmas Eve. Mom would get to open up hers on her birthday. She got to open up one early on her birthday and also on Christmas Eve. And so like that was one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I no longer get to have that anymore. And so for some reason, it then hit me. And then this was, Mel, I'll read that in just a moment. This was 4 days ago. The finality of it hit me again for both of them, because my dad's birthday passed. And I didn't think about it last year because of the fact that he, like, whenever his birthday was nearing, Mom was kind of like having the issues she had before she passed. And so that ended up kind of like canceling out in my head, because now I'm having to worry about the mother side of it. Mutter. And so just keep in mind, grief can sometimes just hit you out of nowhere. But it's important to understand that that's okay. You know, if you don't react in the moment, that's okay. If it takes you time, that's okay. But eventually, you know, if it's someone you care about, it will eventually hit you. It's just, you don't know when. But it's important to still go through it. You will not say you're an expert in grief. I'm not either. I'm just saying that's from my experience. But you plan on going into a field dealing with grief. You want to go into the field because you want to help folks. Yeah. And see, that's definitely very motherly of you, Mel, if that's the reason why you're going into it. Granted, you should always go into a field like that because you want to help people. But you know what I mean. You never really grieve your dad because daddy issues. But that's also because you probably had, like... I was close with my parents in, like, different ways. So, like, that's why I had that. But, like, I don't expect you to, you know, grieve over your... I don't expect you to grieve over your dad. Similar to how I don't expect Lav to grieve over her mother. It's more so grieving over the loss of a cared one rather than specifically a parent. Because, like, yeah, sure, I cared about my grandmother, but like I wasn't really that close with her. And like some of the other people that have passed in my family, I wasn't really close with them. I think my first experience with grief whenever I was a child was actually my Uncle Tom. His was probably the first time I actually experienced like full on grief, but I was too young to understand what that was all about. So like the last time I actually remember having like remembered grief was with my parents. All I know is that apparently I did grieve my Uncle Tom, but my parents told me about that one. Yours was around your daughter's age and he was like 7 or 9. Yeah. But also whenever you're that young, you don't also fully understand it. What do you mean they're gone? And so as a parent, or as an adult, but as mainly a parent, you know, you have to help your kids like figure that out. But the way that I took it, like through the grief and stuff like that, is that it's not... And now we're on adventure music while I'm talking about this. It's not so much, like the way that I took it, like I said, it's not so much that it's an end of like, you know, all things. It's now a chance for you to be the person that carries on the legacy of that cared person. So like my Uncle Tom, was kind of like the person, like my parents like would play games with me and stuff like that. Like my dad's would love to like, my dad would love to recite like the time that I was like a toddler playing Sonic the Hedgehog on his lap. But like, I don't remember that at all. There were times where mom would talk about the fact that she would constantly like have me on her lap while she was messing with the computer. Cause she actually had like like an actual computer degree. And so there's stuff like that where it's like, there's stuff that like will shape you. My Uncle Tom was the one that helped me through games whenever I needed help. There were very few times that I ever really got stuck in video games, but the times that I did, I would ask him. And the most fun one I have is whenever he was helping me over the phone, guide me through the events, or like through the forest temple of Ocarina of Time. Or the times that like, we both like wrestling. And so he would like do like the walls of Jericho, and I would always try to like fight out of it. It's just silly things like that. And so like that's what I mean by like carrying on like the legacy of the person that they were. It's sharing the memories of these events that you have with the cared ones that you have in your life. And so whenever I was grieving his passing, hi Floydian, whenever I was grieving his passing, whenever my parents were trying to help me through it, I took it as more of a meaning of, hey, instead of like being in the doom and gloom of new memories being created, you should celebrate it. And so that's kind of like since then I've kind of like grown up celebrating, as weird as this sounds, celebrating when someone has passed. And I know that sounds very foreign to probably a lot of people, but it's not like I'm just going into there and be like, yeah, they're done. It's like, it's more so like I try to help people remember that like these events are about sharing the memories and keeping their memory going on. But for some reason, to a lot of people, it's very like a very foreign concept because they're stuck in the grief of it. Sorry, Mel. Your earliest memory was being at a funeral, like you remember gaining consciousness at the funeral. It's like there's little baby memes where you just see like the baby just like doing something stupid, and then their eyes just focus. It's super funny. You get a celebration of life. Yeah, exactly. And so that kind of like goes back along to like what I was saying, like how everyone grieves differently. And so it's important to like figure out how you do it and understanding why it is that you do it. And sometimes grief will also come in ways that you don't expect. You could be chopping, you could be making burgers and chopping onions. Next thing you know, for some reason, a memory pops in your head and now you're grieving. Like that happens too. And it can happen multiple times. It's important to understand that it's healthy, and it's okay that happens. There are definitely unhealthy ways to grieve, and there are healthy ways to grieve. And understanding the good, healthy ways of grieving will help you a lot more. And sometimes you need someone else to tell you how to do that initially. Like therapy. Therapy can help a lot. It's weird for you because you can hold it together until your family or friends start crying. Yeah. Yeah. Empathy, yeah. You're very empathetic, Koki. And actually, a fun story for you, Koki. Sometimes when someone else sees that you're grieving with them, it actually helps them through grief. Kind of like a shared experience thing. It's like why does this feel like Kingdom Hearts? It's like kind of like sharing the burden. Them seeing that you're grieving helps share the burden off of them. That's how some people grieve. Mario RPG. This feels like Kingdom Hearts, doesn't it? I guess it is also an ARPG. You remember that he was reading a pamphlet on handling grief and contact numbers? Do you remember what it said? No, you're like 5, you couldn't read. But you still remember it. Like, it's just memories, man, they're weird. You know, it's been gone over 10 years now, and there's just moments where a memory hits and it's like the same day all over again. Yeah. Hi, Sophia. Sorry today's such a weird, serious day. But I guess like those days do kind of show up, huh? Deals with the Shazam. All right, sorry, Sophia. I hope you have a good day, okay? Good luck with whether you're playing Overwatch or Pokemon or whatever you're doing today, okay? We do care about you. And we all giving you hugs. And of course I miss. Oh, actually, Koki, can you shout her out? See if Floydin. But yeah, Sophia is an amazing, like, content creator. She is so funny, both unintentionally and intentionally. She gets like some of like the craziest shinies that like I've probably like seen someone get. For example, oh god, what's that dinosaur? I forget his name every time. And every time I see it, I think of her. Yeah, Tyron and Tyrantrum. Thank you. So like every time I think of that, I think of her. But Sophia is really like one of the kindest and sweetest people. And if you're not following her, I would really and highly suggest that you do, and go like watch her. She's a very, very sweet bean. So let me get Niels' points real quick. Oh, if I can spell his name right. There you go. All right, guys. How about we move away from the heavy topics and kind of like chill out more. No pants and 32-degree weather. All right, let me adjust the AC. It's getting hot in here. It means tails. You had to finish a Forza race. Now you're fine, Niels. Actually, is Sophia? No, it's too early for her to be live. Right, she doesn't usually start until noon. Yeah, it's too early. I thought so. That song is ironically one of your Spotify playlists. Dude, so many people I know have like video game music in like their playlists. I don't listen to Spotify, but like they have it just in their playlist. It's just like, man, oh no. Who's gonna be the first one to get this one? Yeah, I'm just kind of like vibe and listen to this. Favorite generation here. Let's just put this back down. You made a playlist of video game music. Does that count? Or of video games? Wow. Drivator? What is a Drivator? Listen, I haven't played Forza 6. I don't know what's going on. Bowie Knife 99? Avatar but driving. Drivatar. What? When you turned the PS5 on yesterday, it came to the realization that you never finished Silent Hill 2. Like the original Silent Hill 2? Go play it. You should stream that today. Remake? Well, you should go play that today. Stream it. It learns how you drive and it plays against other players. No stream today? Well, you should go play it anyway. Stream tomorrow. Yeah, you're playing Resident Evil 6 tomorrow. Wow, no one's gonna guess what that song was? Alright. That's pretty crazy, Koki. So what I'm hearing is that is like the ultimate in like rubber banding technology that Forza has. Whoops. It's like the Smash Bros. Amiibos. Oh. Wait, what do you have against Bowie Knife 99? What is this weird beef you have with Bowie Knife 99, Koki? It's a meme? I'm not privy to Forza memes. He's like the hardest NPC. Everyone is raging about him. Oh no. And yet your avatar driver managed to beat him. What? You just think of David Bowie? I think of like the Bowie knife from like Black Ops 2. The worst like melee upgrade you can get instead of the Galvan Knuckles. I'm listening, Navi. You're a pretty good driver. It's all that time you spend watching F1. But you don't want to game on the PS5? What do you want to game with? I almost called you Shimo. What'd you want to game with, Faye? By the way, guys, I think we're going to raid into Sophia today. Like, I already decided that. Show her a ton of love today. Nothing, no gaming today, Faye? No game, just going to spend an exorbitant amount of time on the Resident Evil guessing game. Because you don't want to heat up the room. Interesting. By the way, when you mentioned a fan, are you talking about like an overhead fan? It does turn to a nuclear reactor. You know, I do kind of feel like that. My room gets kind of warm even though I leave the door open. And so like when I leave this room, it just immediately I'm cold. A standing oscillating fan. So what are you going to do today then, Faye? If you're not going to game, what are you going to do? You don't know? You're just going to vibe? You're not that good at driving, but you still have playing and practicing? Go play Gran Turismo on the PS1. Play like the intro, or no, it's not Gran Turismo. It's Driver 3. Sorry, not Gran Turismo. It's Driver 3. Driver 3 will give you all the experience you ever need to be good at a driving game. This is not La La Ranch. Just to kickstart my heart. It's not the fishing pond. Yeah, we're listening to 2000s Nintendo music that brings about nostalgia. Guys, so whenever I finish this VOD, do I need to put a trigger warning for heavy talk at the beginning of the VOD? Also, that wasn't the water temple. It's not the field. It's specifically listing OOT as the game. It is the fishing pond? Yeah, but that's not where the song is originally like labeled as. The song is used multiple times throughout the game, Cookie. Well, there is indeed a well. It is Kakariko. Alright. Are we just... Alright, so we had like the real hard-hitting, like, we're gonna get emotional songs in the beginning. Now we're just nostalgia baiting. Da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba. You don't know this song? Okay, this is considered to be like one of the like greatest Pokemon like mainline games. I did not get a good look at this Pokemon. That's not good. All right, Floyd, it looks like you're just Chris Redfield today. He is only Chris Redfield. And Faye's did I read that right? Faye is a fighter. But I'm Chris Redfield. So is Lavender. Not today. Today, your peers, Nevins. Lavender is a part of you. It's actually kind of adorable. You're a cleric fighter. You're throwing holy hands. You're kind of like, oh god. Whenever I'm thinking of names, it literally leaves my brain. A fighter and a green mage. You're also throwing holy hands, just in a different way. God, what is it? Main character from Diamond is Unbreakable. The power of Christ bonds you. Main character of Diamond is a breakup from From JoJo. That's what I'm imagining whenever you got fighter and cleric. You got his ability. Animal Crossing, you have no idea what time. Well, you have 24 chances to figure it out, Koki. $8 a.m.? That is wrong. At least, like I said, I'm going according to this. It's probably 7 p.m. It's not 7 p.m. and it's not 7 a.m. either. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, the Pokemon song from a moment ago was Azalea Town from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Skip. It's not a Spotify playlist. It's 11 a.m.? No. Actually, wait. It's 11:07 a.m. I guess you are correct, but it's not the song name. Bow, bow, bow. SSR Kickstart My Heart by Molly Crew. If I didn't record these, Floydian, I absolutely would do that. You're not guessing the song? Why not? I'm already trying to figure out how I'm going to survive doing Guitar Hero. Wait, Koki, wait. Koki, how does Jack get away with having Spotify like licensed music on his stream? Because there's like 3 Nintendo titles you play, and Animal Crossing City Folk isn't one of them. He mutes the audio. I mean, I'm just going to delete the VOD. What's the difference? Bow, bow, bow. Oh boy. What a song. The difference is partners have more freedom. I guess that is true. I guess that is completely true. By the way, the last song was 8 p.m. You said 8 a.m., Floydian. I mean, look at how many affiliated like VTubers get banned for like quote unquote showing hips. I'm surprised I'm not going to get banned for showing my forearms. Is Tail safe? Probably not. Depends on if Dan Clancy likes it or not. Wait, so Faye, have you never played the game that this music is from? Ba, ba, ba. Probably not really. Do you like fighting games, Faye? Ba, 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 ba. It is Smash Bros. Bow, da, bow, da, da. But what's the song, Koki? Bow, da, 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 da. By the way, I will say this is Brawl. Mind you, it says 2000s, not 90s. Actually, no, Melee would have come out. When did Melee come out? That probably came out like what, 2001. So I guess that is a fair point. When did Melee come out? Oh, by the way, Brawl will be playing on Saturday. 2001, I actually called that. Okay, so I guess that is a fair point. 2003. He does need to take a nap, Brett. I agree. Also, that was the trophy gallery. He might be able to get a 2-hour nap if he stays in all the way to the end of my stream. He's just gonna monster it up, folks. The classic Koki strategy. Koki beat Bowie again? How else is he supposed to keep beating Bowie if he's sleeping? What about Downfei? What if he became the new meme? That'd be very funny. That darn Pikachu. That'd probably give you an influx of viewers. Also, Brad, welcome in. How are you doing today? You missed out on our deep talk earlier. You're tired? Listen, guys, if you need to sleep longer and not come to my stream, do that, please. You don't want to unite, he only wants to destroy. Destroy, build, destroy even. I know why you woke up early. Yeah, but I didn't need you to wake up that early. You could have woke up your kid later. Mostly mental exhaustion. Yeah, I get that. But just do what you can, Brad. Just do what you can. You're trying to get her on time. Time blindness strikes hard. Oh, brother. Oh, no. Seeing as she says she wants to be a doctor, she's got to be on time and very precise. Koki, can you give me the name of the song? And learn? That is true. She also doesn't need to learn as well. More Pocopia? Did you get any more rainbow feathers? Other than the 3 that you had? The incredible yarn song or whatever. Give me points. Koki, what does the sign say on the screen? What does the sign say? Do I need to get a giant foam finger to point at the word? You know what? Here, hold on. Yo, Bread with the 7 stream streak telling me to get a shiny nerd. But nerds aren't Pokemon in this game. They're a candy in our world. Hee. I know you can hear me typing, but I'm trying to... Where?
Die.
No, that's so mean. Also, did it not throw? Did it not throw anything? Why did it not throw anything? I could edit my ragdoll? No, there it is.
Die TTS.
Come on, Koki. What's the song? Oh, sorry. What's the game, Koki? Yes, it is DK. What's the name of the song? Let me see here. I need to get the image again. Jungle Japes? No, but you're close. Well, you keep guessing. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this image. There you go. Look at this transparency. There you go. Look at that transparency. Ba-da-bow-bow-bow-dow. Need any more bits? It's okay, bro. Take your time. No, stop. You throw Nemo at me.
There, die. Get a
Guys.
shiny nerd.
Guys, I had found Nemo. You thought Koki meant I don't know? No, he definitely does know. But he's super close to the song name. Oh yeah, I forgot I gave that transparency.
You said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible! No, what are you waiting for?
I wonder if there's a way for him to just walk around the screen.
Just do it! Yes, you
You just gotta make an orphan joke, but that's too mean for your taste. I mean, I am an orphan, so feel free. Jungle Groove? Nope. I'm making your head hurt. You're literally missing one word. You're using the wrong second word.
Cool boogie.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, you know what? Here. I'm gonna give Koki the points because he's been waiting for a Donkey Kong song the entire time and he was kept missing it by one word. The word that you needed, Koki, was hijinks. To be fair, a jape and like a joke and a hijinks are all kind of the same thing, so I'm assuming that you probably have a different thing for like the OST in your country. Koki getting the pity orbs, he deserves it. He's just a sweet little baby boy. It's probably called all those in different Donkey Kong Country games. I mean, probably. Sure he is, he is. What do you mean, Faye? We all can't be as, like, unpure as you. Like, look at that gambling addiction. Be what? Unpure. Unpure. Koki bringing it back. Wait, Faye, does Koki know the story from yesterday? Does Koki know the story from yesterday about the Uwu face that you told me earlier? No? Would you like to tell him? And I'll read it out loud so I don't mess up the story. No? Why not? It's funny. Oh, is Neil's gonna snipe it? Somewhat. He managed to take half the prize money. Like a thief in the night. Cause you don't remember? Wow. Wow, Niels. Wow, Niels. You're EP? And yet you remember to tell me the story? Oh yeah, Niels, you're still a ways off. Gyrick and Rose are like essentially neck. Yeah, Gyrick and Rose are neck and neck. I think the minimum for 5th is like 800,000. I want to say. Nope, it's 1 million. Faye, let me see if I can fix your memory. Lava's also mocking you for the uwu face. Hey, Niels, there's something called cooldowns. Yeah, tell the story. Don't leave out the details. Hey, Dad, Mom, you know what? Banned. Timed out. Warned even. Yeah, floated. Tails. I have tails. Hi, Dino. Welcome in, buddy. So she could have Leon to yell at her. If you win this gamble, all show tails. I'll do the little dance one time. Yeah, by the way, it went on cooldown again after you failed to gamble all because of your backslash. You also nearly lost your voice and peed yourself because Koki rated you. Why is that a reason for that to happen? Niels. Because you yelled at him? He's allowed to raid you. Yes, Floydian? Ho-oh. Oh. You do it again, too? Good. Good, Koki. He didn't have to do the face in your chat, but yeah, you did. You deserved it. Much olive to you, too. I actually, Floydian, funny story. I kept trying to type in the word, like, alive, but for some reason my brain just kept typing in olive. So we were about to have 2 meanings for the word olive, as in alive olive and love olive. Pay up. Oh, okay. Here, I'll give you your little dance. You only had to fail it 3 times. Where is it again? I forget where it's at. No, that's generic again. Yeah, we're gonna do it this way. We'll do a spin for you. There you go. There you go. Yeah, 4 hollow feathers now. There you go. I mean, you had it in your stream title. He did. He definitely did. Would you want to battle with me, Uwu? Can I get a shiny Uwu? I can Uwu more if it means I get the shiner. How do you know Mario RPG songs, but not all Pokemon songs from your childhood games? You probably didn't play Heart Gold Soul Silver. Ba ba ba. Uwu. Heart Gold Soul Silver is your second Pokemon game? Crystal is mine. This is Goldenrod City, yeah. Faye, why are you running away? Embrace it. Embrace it, girly pop. Because you're not what? I didn't say anything. You're the one that decided to uwu. The C word? Yep, see, Koki gets it. Yeah, you guys, yeah, call her cute, yeah. Round 2. Now the title of the video is going to be the time I called Faye cute twice. She's not going anywhere. Keep at her. Now, the video talk for this one will probably be when we get like into a deep talk. The one where we deal with grief is probably what it's going to be called. You are too? But why would you want to leave this? You would stay if I offered an aura. Do tell. I'm Your ears perk up from just the word Ara. Dante Ara. Yeah, so Lav, Cat, and Faye twice. Because I offered Nordy it since he helped her do the under 2 hour thing, and he just said to give it to her. Yeah, but I would count it as the prize winning like twice. Because innocent speaking, Lav got I think 2 or 3 then. And then I got mocked by Cat whenever I did it to her. Wait, why am I in my own top clips? But yeah, like Faye, if you're being like taunted for your uwu, and granted, I know uwu is UWU, but I don't know what else to call it. Your shy uwu face. Like if you're being taunted for that, how is an Ara gonna keep you around? You'll never guess your top clip. Oh, it's definitely the Palkia. It's 100% Palkia. You have like 7 different people with commands towards it. Ba, 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 ba. Your top clip and Monica's top clip are about. Why is Monica's top clip that? What is her top clip? Go check it. All right, let me go see. Hold on. What is Monica? Wait. Why did it show her channel profile picture being grayed out like she passed away? Let's see her clips. I need to like figure out a way to adjust my clips so it stops just showing the most popular ones all the time. Top all. Is it the please do clip? Wait, is it the please do clip, Koki? Hold on, Floyd. I'm doing some research. It is? You do realize that, like, Circle's the one who clipped that, right? My best friend's the one who clipped that? Like, alright, here... You wonder why? Because Circle is funny. Alright, here. You know what? I'll play this live right on here. Hold on. Let's pause this. Let me grab the clip. No, I need to actually grab the clip itself. Let me keep the music playing. YouTube, you're going to get a treat. Actually, wait. Koki, how bad is this? All right, so let's see here. How many sips? Well, I'm trying to get the setup. Should be 15, right? Yeah, 15. It's not bad at all. Uh-huh. 1, compared to your Palkia clip, how bad is it? 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Modders! Attack! 9? 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. All right. Let me. Is that Jack headbanging? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Huh. That's fine that the song came up a second time. Let's see if it gives ads. Oh, I forgot to copy the clip. Yes. I like how it says strong, slick herbs, cool story, Bob. All right, let me actually close it on here and we'll watch it live on here. All right. We're gonna see Blue Monkekas. Funny clip. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Properties, control audio. How loud is this?
I can.
Okay, I don't have it on monitor now. This should be on monitor and output, right?
No!
You guys can hear that, right? You can hear Monica yell, eh! Yeah? Alright.
I can. No! No! Cookie!
Wait, was this in VRC? Because it feels very... Oh, yeah, it is. It's a VRC. Because I was like, it's very weird to see her not on screen.
I'm gonna put your nuts right here. I'm gonna put your nuts right here.
Stu, please.
What? No!
What?
Koki? Koki, you want to talk about it? Okay.
I can. No!
No.
Please, Stu, please.
What?
Please do. Please. This is stupid. This is stupid. Why did I derail this for that? Alright. Alright, that's going in the YouTube pod. We gotta balance out the heavy conversation from earlier with that. Oh my god. At least she gave them back. Koki, can you confirm she gave them back?
Lizard.
Maybe that explains the Palkia.
Lizard.
You know what I mean?
Lizard.
Went from grief to nuts. What an insane jump this is. I mean, sometimes it's important to have conversations about Koki's... Never mind. My top clip is not based on Koki's, Area Zero. We can make that happen. I would prefer if we didn't. I try to be more I almost said PC. I try to be more PG than Monica. I say try, but obviously with clips like that, I don't think I'm going to try very hard. The PC principle. I'm like the one dude from Fallout New Vegas. All right, listen up. Here's the story about a blue guy that lives in a blue world. He threw a kangaroo at me.
Alrafachar.
Alrafachar. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. You threw a lizard.
Die.
No. All right, fifth itcher. Thank you for the bits, guys. Live. Laugh. Live. I mean, olive. Ow, ow. Oh, here we go. Did you throw another? I think you threw a fish at me. I can't twist my torso. TTS? Are you trying to render? Ba, 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 ba. They sounds like a skill issue. I would absolutely put my bathroom a live, laugh, olive sign. TDS is having problems? It's okay. Oh, it's... Wait, it says it's queued. What do you mean Peachy reached your TikTok area? If I just refresh this. Okay. It's still queued. Oh my god, a dragon is attacking a bussin'. Alright, TTS is vanquished, I guess. I guess it's still trying to load the other message. Kind of like replay them in either stream labels or what if I hit this? Uh-oh.
Oh,
There we
TTS.
It's layered. Well.
Die TTS.
Ah, okay. Uh-oh. Well, hold on. I got the dance. Hold on.
Die TTS.
Here you go. Gotta dance to the goofy, the dragon meme. I'll just let this play out while I do this.
Die TTS.
I like how it's just reiterating itself even though I haven't done anything. This will get me on YouTube, it absolutely is. It gets muted every time, but it's okay. It's not the biggest deal. You threw an orca at me.
Beep, beep.
Well, this
I'm
isn't a
a
whale
sheep,
of a
I
good time.
said beep, beep. I'm a sheep, beep, beep. I'm a sheep, I said beep, beep. I'm a sheep, beep,
I still
beep.
feel like I
said
need
you
to put
got
the content warning at
You
the
got to
beginning of
beep,
the VOD. What do you
beep.
guys think?
I'm a sheep, I said beep, beep.
I think I should also, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a moment like this. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna shut up for a minute. All right, so what I'm gonna do is that moment of silence that I had, I'm gonna cut and put at the very beginning of the VOD so I can get the flagging of the muting out of the way early. Content warning: autistic shenanigans are within this video. Spelled it like Shikigami. Sheena. Shenanigans. God, how long is this song? All right. Surely one of you knows the name of the song. Da, da, ba, ba, da. You made small add this? What? What is that? What is it petting? Oh, it's petting a chair. Driftvale? Alright. Technically, Koki got it first. Uh-huh, Koki, which one? What's the name of the song? That's not the name of the song. All right. So, how you guys feeling today? How are we feeling now? All right. Now that we've been reinvigorated by Driftvale City. I definitely don't think we'll get to the checks that I wanted to get to today, but we'll see. My goal was like 1,500 checks. Meh, to be honest. Aw, I'm sorry, Floridian. You're totally not EP anymore? No. Oh, well. We told you you're gonna take a nap, but you said no. What am I supposed to do whenever you say no, Koki? Tell you yes, and then you go to bed? Oh, I didn't even do the raffle for 200, or sorry, for 10,000. I guess I'll just do that here. Joelist helps? Well, that's good. I'm glad the fish can help. I'm very surprised that I decided to do both Resident Evil 4 playthroughs with the fish. It's one thing to do it in Resident Evil 4 OG, but doing it in Remake seemed more silly. Huh? I help first, what? Oh, I thought you said dad help. I didn't even read the S. I didn't even read the S. The S went near just over my head. Huh? Read this? Alright. Or read this? Read or read? Which would you prefer? You know, if I was to add a huh command, it's not gonna be like the cat huh. It's gonna be like whenever Dr. House goes huh. It's read the S. No, I'm pretty sure it says that. I'm pretty sure it says read this. S. Yeah, like the cool S that we used to draw in school. You guys want me to draw the cool S in Notepad for you? Notepad? What? I guess I could try to do ask or the cool S in in Notepad.
S.
I meant to say paint. Yo, Aerodactyl. Notepad S.
Notepad
Actually,
S.
can I get a show of hands of who doesn't know about the cool S? The cool school S? Everyone here should know. You're all of age. Well, Mel might be the only one. Mel might be the only one who doesn't. She's the youngest one here, so. You know the cool S? Oh, wow. It's nice to see that that tradition has been passed down. We pass it down to the next generation. Yay! Hey, Faye. That is so old. Yeah, that's why it's a tradition. People get tattoos of it. I've yet to see a single person with a cool ass tattoo. Used to draw on your desk all the time. Man, drew it in my notepad, drew on my homework, drew the homework I actually did. Drew it on projects. It was kind of like an Easter egg for anyone who found it. Good luck, Koki. Did I know about the thing that Marilyn Manson did? Which thing? Marilyn Manson has done a lot of things. Dun, dun, dun. Ribs? Oh, that? Well, yeah, that's like the most famous thing that he's known for outside of his music. Okay, I need a final answer. I've actually played this game. Alright, so fun story for you. This is not Wind Waker. Even if it is from Wind Waker, it's not where they're pulling the song from. It's Four Swords? Nope. You were right thinking Wind Waker. What's the sequel to Wind Waker? It is Phantom Hourglass. You played every Zelda game? This is Phantom Hourglass. Like I said, I know that this song is essentially in Wind Waker 2, but the song, where they're pulling it from is Phantom Hourglass. It's not Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks is the sequel to Phantom Hourglass. Bread. By the way, Spirit Tracks, also a very fun game, though the microphone mini games with the flute are kind of annoying. This is gonna sound real stupid whenever I tell you what it is, Koki. So, Koki, that was technically where they pulled it from was Phantom Hourglass, and it was the title theme, even though it's really from Wind Waker. They're being real goofy with that, like, choice of game. There's probably some subtle differences. You know what? Here, I'll give you guys a 10K raffle, and whoever gets it gets it. Mario Galaxy? This is not Mario Galaxy 1. Dun, 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 dun. Smash Brothers? No, this is not Smash Bros. It's not Paper Mario. It's Galaxy 2. It is Galaxy 2. We need to play... What, is it Super Paper Mario that's on the Wii? We need to play that eventually. It's one of the games I had marked for Wii Days. It was one of the big games I wanted to play alongside Sengoku Basara, Brawl, and obviously Super Paper Mario. We need to do JoJo. We will do a JoJo game eventually, but not during Wii Days. I was already conned enough into playing Devil May Cry 5 during Wii Days. I didn't want to start any new games, so like that wasn't a Wii game. But Kat was like, go play Devil May Cry 5, you loser. And seeing as the influence she has over me, I said yes. That's nice to be floated in. Come on, Koki, what's the song? What was the song from Galaxy 2? That's super funny. This is super funny. What a song to come on immediately after. So the Galaxy 2 song was Sky Station Galaxy. You're getting called a cutie by your boyfriend? Aw. Aw, Mel. Cause you are. Yeah, you're all cuties. Hi, love, Char Char. His wife. Did this one get guessed yet? No, it did not, Niels. Koki just said lol. Gusty Guardian. Gusty Garden Galaxy. From the hit game to Mario Galaxy 1. Yeah, the Busty Garden. The Busty Guardian Galaxy. It's okay, Lav. It seems that's the consensus for the day. Everyone's tired. It's probably the talk that I had earlier. You guessed the song, not the game. That's why Faye, hey. That's why I have this giant arrow. If they can't see the giant arrow, Faye, it's on them. But you played all the games in German, so everything had German names. I guess that is fair. I guess the game's just rigged against you, Koki, because you played so many games. I don't know. Do you guys think Koki should get points for guessing the game since he played everything in German? It's a good thing that it doesn't localize in Dutch. Good night, Floaty, and see you 2 minutes. Also, good morning, Lab. Make sure to get some water. Don't tell anyone who's here you just had a steak made and you're gonna lay in bed instead. No worries, buddy. I hope you have a good relaxing time in bed. Koki should get you caffeine, like from a monster. You kid, but do you? I mean, I guess it's up to you. Today's kind of like a super cozy Tuesday for us today. I'm only going for like two. I'm only going for like 3 hours, and we're listening to like nostalgia music. Oh, Neil's not around Lav. Da 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 da. All right. You're here for the chaos, but today's a relaxing day. Sort of. We don't talk about it earlier. Oh, Koki, can we get a shout out for Faye and also for yourself? You mean you would be tired too if you send your wife things on TikTok at 1:30 in the morning? He was at work whenever he sent her those. Thank you, Koki. It's like this, Faye. You can either get shouted out by my lovely mod Koki, or you can get auto shouted out by a bot. Either way, you will get shouted out. And Koki, in like 2 minutes, I need you to shout yourself out too. And if you don't, I will. So be a good mod. And do it. You're not gonna say the song name? What, for this specific song? What's the game, Koki? Twilight Princess? This is not Twilight Princess. I know. Awa. It's the bomb bowling song. I just gotta really get the bees out. Like a perfectly shaped box. You're not guessing anyways? Why not? Because you deaf? But why deaf? You heard me ask the question. Clearly the song is from Pong. Wrong, loser. It's from E.T. Or was from E.T. Alright. I gotta switch to this one since that one ended. What in the world? Oh. Why are we panicking? Just because I had to change the song? Ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da. Koki, what specific Mario Kart? You hear me fine, but you don't hear the music fine, Faye? What's wrong with you? Double Dash. Yeah, from Double Dash. The achievements for that game on retro achievements are pretty hard. You have to beat some some of the achievements on Double Dash requires you to beat some of the old world records. Because I have music low? It's not that low. You know this because of Rainbow Trollololo. Trollololo. Is it really that quiet? Good night, Floydian. See you in a minute. You're on speakers? Oh, yeah. Well, get your ear closer. Your boyfriend just sent you a video and it was like, the moment you're hanging out with your friend and they got the most bizarre ailments. You wish Retro Achievements was compatible with Twilight Menu in your 3DS? Yeah. I want Retro Achievements to be compatible with all, like, hardware-based, like, consoles, but it's really hard to set up on things that aren't like the NES. You're on speakers too, it's not quiet at all? Oh, I see. Faye just wants to blow her ears out then. You're still not guessing, so have fun? You better guess. Give me one good guess. Faye is too cute to guess? I guess. I don't know what her cuteness has to do with her being unable to guess. Or See you, Floydine. See you in a minute. And you just got back, too. Uno reverse for everyone that uses the C word on you. He's not wrong when... Ooh, I gotta scroll up because of the gambling. He's not wrong when you guys started hanging out. He was like, oh, dang, the bread is stuck in my esophagus. Not the bread. Uh-oh. Live pulling out her own Uno reverse card. That's it, Faye. She pulled out more than you. She whipped out more reverse cards. No, Brad, you weren't stuck in Bell's throat. Bread mentioned. Yo, breadsticks. Let's go. It's always really funny because, like, whenever you didn't eat bread. Everyone follow bread. I heard they're great. Yeah, that's right. Go do that. Koki, you need to shout yourself out, then shout bread. Okay, I guess you're doing it backwards. You ate the actual food bread. Yeah, no, I know. Bread's just a goofy goober. But Mel, isn't it kind of funny, like, whenever you're hanging out with somebody that you like, just everything goes wrong? In, like, the silliest way. Not, like, in a bad way. Well, some people see it in a bad way, but, like, it's just in, like, goofy ways. Like, random bread stuck in your throat. Alright, so Koki, you guessed the game, but can you tell me the song? Six. And how much do I need to pass? 6. 100. Koki, I thought you didn't know songs. Oh my god. Yeah, you got the game, Koki. You're really good at the game, but I need the name. Oh, I gave the wrong raffle. I'll give it to you. It was essentially his name, yeah, so Professor Egad. Oh yeah, I did go wrong in a funny way because of your conditions. Stuff doesn't get to your stomach, so it's like comes back up, but isn't vomit. It's weird. Oh, gotcha. I mean, man, you just make it. I'm joking when I say this, Mel. It's just like, oh yeah, people, they just make up these weirdest of ailments, so that way, like, while they're with you, you know? Not because they like you at all, it's just, or trying to hide it or anything like that. It's just because they got something weird going on. All right, let me do a raffle for. We hit 1,000, so that's a 10. That's no, wait, what? No. No, it's a 15. Is this Monkey Ball? Maybe. Was this Monkey Ball? Yes. Ah, yes. This is the one that you get at the jazz club. I know that it comes across as me doing this delayed, because like you guys are hearing the music first and you're hearing my microphone chime in second. It's like one of the more annoying things about me trying to like do songs. Oh, this is a vibe. You better not win this. Well, good news. You partially did.
Do it!
I'm trying, lad.
Yesterday, you said
You're too drunk for this? Well, that's too bad.
do it!
Sometimes
Make
gambling.
your
Don't,
dreams
do not
come
take this as
true.
advice.
Nothing
Sometimes
is
gambling
impossible.
while you're a
No,
little
what are you
inebriated
waiting
is the way to go.
Do it!
Do not actually do that though.
Just do it! Yes, you can!
It doesn't happen all the time. It's just only specific foods and the temperature outside can trigger it. The reason you can't drink cold water during the summer, it comes back up. Some people can't also drink like cold water on a hot day because it can also cause system shock. So actually, here's some fun life advice for you. If you are really hot, do not drink cold water. Drink like room temperature water or something. You can throw your body into system shock if you drink too cold of water while you're too hot. Just to let you know, fun fact for you. You don't even sound right now. You don't even sound right now. Just take the points. The Wind Waker Grandma song.
Wind Waker Grandma song.
I need to just keep this on like. I need to just keep it like on my copy and paste. It's specifically called Poor Grandma. Anyway, don't you hate it when you gotta flip your vinyl record? I would if I had a record player. You haven't had a special brownie in a while. Handmade or store-bought, Mel? Listen to the Dark Side of the Moon right now, and it's about that time again. Good old Pink Floyd. Good album, good album. When you want a game but you don't want a game, it brings across the familiar question that we should all go through life at least once. If you had to choose between I can't even say because it's been a while since I've heard it. But it's like, what is it? It's like you have to choose between like games, unlimited games, but no games, or bacon, but no games. Yes, Koki. It has a different name than Stage Select though. This music is a lot of sentimental value for you. You can't even trip it out to anymore. Oh wow. Bacon, always the bacon. But buffet, games, unlimited games. You have a different name. It says map. Oh, that's a K. Oh, thank you, Mel. I was starting to slouch. God, you guys are going crazy. I can't keep with chat. I'm glad you two are bonding over Pink Floyd, though. It's a really good band. I need to more consistently listen to their music. Well, that was short.
3, 2, 1.
I don't even know what you threw at me.
Oh,
Don't you guys have some fun stuff that you can make TTS do that isn't just making it run out of breath? It's struggling, I know, right? So if you make it too long, it freaks it out. Ah, it cut short. Oops, all Zubat. It looks like you're now fighting people for limited edition BTS Oreos. Are you eating them? You know, I'll be honest with you, Lav. I get collectible things like, you know, like the vinyl sunglasses and the wand, stuff like that. I never understood like when people freak out about like food related limited items like that. I mean, it's cool that you go after them, but I just don't understand. I just want to eat the food. I guess to be fair, I think it's still over there. I have a pizza box that has a Pikachu on it that I've been keeping to give to Koki. So. Oh. So I don't know if I've actually said this before. This is my favorite Sonic game. Is there pizza in it? No, it would have gone bad like years ago. I got this pizza like 3 years ago. It's just a pizza box. Live gets the BTS, you get the Oreos. Even you don't get it, but you like the flavor they picked. Okay. You want to eat a bunch of sweet things? Sorry, we might have triggered your sweet tooth. Don Trey? Yeah, what's up? You almost called me Dyad at one point. Sonic for the secret rings for Weedays. Oh, Sonic in the Black Knight is also on the retro achievements. I thought about playing both of them. I need the actual Wiimote if I'm gonna play those. Which means I need to get a Maystax? Is that what it is? A Maystax Wii sensor bar. Also, that was Ocean Palace from Sonic Heroes. If Lav knew you had the BTS McDonald's shirt, well, she does now. Get her, Lav. Oh, I don't know what song this could possibly be whatsoever. It's definitely not from my single favorite Zelda game. It's really funny that I have 2 different favorite Zelda games. You put lipstick on and more pretty? Mel. I'm sure you were very pretty before the lipstick too. You do have the BTS McDonald's merch and the food package and the food packaging. Okay. All right. This is the shirt that the crew wore? Oh, so a little bit different. Oh yeah, because duh. Never mind. I was like, why? That makes no sense. I remembered. Don't judge you. I'm not. That's why you said more pretty, not just pretty. You got me there, Mel. You got me there. I know some people don't think that they're pretty unless they have makeup on, including, and obviously, lipstick is makeup. You got me there. You will if I don't. I'm not gonna judge someone for having like a fixation on something that doesn't hurt anyone. Do you feel bonita? She feels bonita. All right. What about very bonita? Mucho bonita. The mucha is because it had to change. I had to change the ending, don't I? So it'd be mucha. I don't know. I don't know Spanish. Remember? Would you be pretty if you wore lipstick? Yes, Woody, you would be. You're also pretty before the lipstick, Woody. Moi, thank you. That's the word. Moi, but yeah, moi. Mooch is a different word, isn't it? Thinking he never understood the BTS obsession? It's just like anything else. Like, it's the thing that people like. Like, for me, I have like an obsession with foxes. Like, I have a whole bunch of like fox plushes. They don't know you still have the Pikachu Happy Meal box. Who's they? Boxes or boxers? Which is describe mood or comparisons. Gotcha. Yeah, I was not good at Spanish. Spanish was the one of the 3 languages I did the worst in. I did the best in French. You need to start collecting RE stuff, especially Leon. Well, I think you might have started a little late on that, Faye. I think you may have started almost what, 20 years late? Sorry, 30 years late. You don't need boxers, you're naked. I guess it's true. Kogi doesn't ever wear clothes. Everywhere he goes, there's no clothes. This country is cool like that. Why is chat unhinged? They do that sometimes. Yeah, I'm fully clothed. I like wearing clothes. You took 7 years of French immersion and you can barely say out loud that you want a burger with ketchup and bacon. Your only class in English were English and gym. I feel like if you didn't start with French, you're gonna have a hard time learning French. As weird as that sounds, just because of the way that the language is. You were so obsessed with anime before you stopped? Well, what stopped you, Faye? You're fully clothed too? Yeah, it's like, I like wearing clothes. I've never worn makeup. Actually, that's a lie. I've wore eyeliner. There was one time where Kat and I were going to something called Emo Night. This was like, God, like 8 years ago. And I've talked about, I think I've talked about this once again. There's so many things that I don't remember if I've talked about in the past 2 years. So I have a lazy eye. My left eye is a lazy eye. But so I'm very protective of my right eye. And so anytime anything gets close to my right eye, I start freaking out. Well, I guess what you gotta do with eyeliner, you gotta get close. Not eyeliner. No, it is eyeliner. I think it's eyeliner. I'm pretty sure it's eyeliner. Anyway, I had to get close to your eye, and so I was freaking out the entire time she was trying to put it on my eye for Emo Night. I also had to have my hair straightened. That was awkward. Oh, is this going to flag on YouTube as well? Alright, let me scroll up so I can read. You've been told by fellow fans they're jealous of your collection. I mean, I know very little of your collection, and I'm jealous of it. And I'm not even a BTS like super fan. Writing French is a lot harder because of the gender stuff than English. I don't know. I think genderized like words and stuff like that isn't that bad because the way declensions work in languages. You think Spanish is the same? Gotcha. Yeah, I never really had much issue when I took them, like those classes, like figuring out the genders and stuff like that. My issue was I couldn't remember the words when it came to Spanish. You like collecting Mikus and plushies. Ooh. It's been a while since I've met anyone who like dabbled more in like diving into Miku. Good old Miku Hatsune. Is that Miku Hatsune? They have genders for all the words, so you gotta change your words to meet the gender of the chair you're describing. Yeah, declensions. Well, no, that's for tense. Oh no, I think declension still applies to endings. You have to get stuff from Japan. It's harder to get. Wait, there was unique stuff for BTS from Japan, but they're what, South Korean like music group. Why would South Korea not be the one that's the unique stuff? You can't wear contacts. I can't either. I have to wear glasses if I do anything to see better. Get your points for Metroid Prime. I need the song name, Koki. June 12th and 13th, you're going to be tired again. Oh, brother. Good luck, Lav. I don't know if I'll be streaming those days, so you might not have to worry about me. You just checked out the Funko site, and oh my god, they're bringing out bluey ones. As in the Australian blue dog? You grew up a Miku? I did too. Hey, Mel, this is kind of like separate from Miku, but I want your opinion on Blackrock Shooter. You never pay attention, just did all your friends' English work. Ah, yes, I see you two traded. It was your fault? Yeah. I don't know. I think the language journey for people is different. Like, I think even if you learned it and focused on it, you might have still had trouble with it, because unless you're sticking with it, even after you, like, finish your studies for it, it can still be somewhat hard to retain it. You have to kind of, like, if it's not your primary or even somewhat secondary language, like, even if it is your secondary, unless you're actively engaging in it, it's still hard to keep up. They have a unique relationship with Japan. Oh, okay. Please let me know what you mean by unique. On the 15, how goes the hunts? They are hunting. Not much better than they were before. Though I wish I did have a shiny, but we're just kind of vibing today. Hopefully work's going well for you, Dom. You're just saying it would be a lot easier if every word didn't have a gender. Yes. Yeah, Latin was also really bad about that. There were a lot of words that had, like, genders for no reason. And sometimes you wouldn't even be able to tell the gender until you declined it. Your daughter loves Bluey? I've played like a Bluey game, and it does look adorable. It's somewhat reminiscent of like the older style cartoons, where it's not as chaotic as like some of the newer cartoons, but it's not as like calming as the old ones. It's somewhere in the middle. K-pop Demon Hunters. What about K-pop Demon Hunters? Is that what you're talking about with Funko? Blackrock Shooter you never watched? It's a very specific anime that I watched whenever I was a kid. I just want your opinion on it if you were to ever watch it. Because whenever I think of Miku, I also think of Blackrock Shooter. I mean, it's kind of just like an emo version of her. Obviously, it's not in that same like universe or anything like that. It's just what I always think too, and so I don't know really anyone who's ever seen Blackrock Shooter. So if I could ever recommend it, I guess I'd recommend it to you since you like Miku. Even though that has no relation. I don't know. No idea. Zero clue. There's nothing even related to it. Alright, so in June the BTS things kind of ramp up. It's called Festa. They're countdown to their debut anniversary. They release a ton of special content up until their debut anniversary, which is June 13th. Because Japan is respectful, they get more stuff. Oh, that's sweet. Japan is a crazy good place, minus like some very specific things. You don't learn Latin here? Dude, I wanted to learn Japanese when I was in school, and I found out that my school was a neighbor to the school that actually taught Japanese, and I was so upset. She got it for Switch from her uncle. Oh, what, K-pop Demon Hunters? Is that what you're talking about, Faye? She looks like the Miku, or she looks like Miku, so you'll probably watch it. I'm telling you right now, Mel, zero relation to Miku. Zero, none whatsoever. Well, I can think like one thing that would be similar to Miku from Blackrock Shooter, but I'm not gonna touch on that. You thought Latin was just a TV thing? As in like they would just use it for fun? Like, is that what you mean? You have a friend who plays Battlefield 6 who says he took it in Italian, but you just pretend he is lying. Well, Italian is essentially just New Age Latin. Like a direct descendant of it. The Bluey game. Oh, sorry. Forgot about Bluey for a moment. And no, Brad, but thank you for the bet. I would live to spite. But she also loves K-pop Demon Hunters. They need to get back to learning Italian. I mean, if you learn Italian, you'll have an easy time learning Latin. I think the only place that speaks Latin now are fancy people, like super fancy, like scholars, and the Pope. Or the Vatican, I should more specifically say. Alright, I'm finally caught up after my silly story of talking about eyeliner. You wanted to learn ASL, they made you take Spanish because they told you ASL and French classes would be too hard for you. Your counselor, and I'm going to say this because this is the vibe she gave, she didn't see you as intelligent because you used to have an IEP. I don't know what an IEP is. But I don't think that's ever the... Intelligence has nothing to do with if you can... Well, you know what I mean. Intelligence has nothing to do with if you can learn a language. Like, I think like learning ASL as like a language in school would actually be pretty goated. That'd be pretty cool to like throw into schools as like an optional thing. The new Pope is goated. Oh yeah, Pope Leo. Yeah, he seems to be doing some pretty cool things. The Pope from Chicago. I haven't heard anything really bad about Pope Leo yet. Everything I hear from him is usually like in like a good faith. You had some exchange students like your friend Zhuhunks and or however you spell it. The English spelling, but I'm so bad at spelling Mandarin or French. Mandarin as in Chinese Mandarin? Japanese or any language really. Spelling's hard. They made Poplio real. He just signed Poplio cards. Poplio's a fan of Pokemon. Wait, does that mean the church now recognizes evolution? IP is an accommodation thing, gives you extra time or being able to use a calculator on like non-calculator tests. Okay. I don't think the accommodation thing would affect whether you can learn a language. Your counselor sounds rude. The Pope told Trump to stop being a meanie. No, I agree. I agree with the Pope. All I remember is that he was like super rich. You ever just have that one rich friend that you didn't know was rich until you're older? And you were like, dang. Your counselor treated you like he was a toddler. Yeah, they shouldn't be a counselor. IMO. As a counselor, you're supposed to be there to help people. Not belittle them or shoot down like hopes that they can learn something like French or ASL. Evolution proven to be real by the Catholic Church. More at 11. More on tonight's program. The radio. Hold on. More on tonight's program. Evolution proven to be real by the Catholic Church. More at 11. I still have that can. I still have that can beside me. Radio. You don't know about America, but IEP here is an individual education plan because your daughter is on one because she's autistic. I mean, it's probably the same idea. But in a sense of speaking, wouldn't IEP also, in a sense of speaking, apply to like really gifted children? Like as well? Because like you give them AP classes. Or advanced placement. Like in a sense of speaking. You know what I mean? They took in this rich Chinese guy after the previous year when they took in this guy from Colombia and Peru, and let's just say they were from places. His mom's a teacher and counselor at the school, actually vice principal. Huh. Kind of like a slight favoritism, if I had to. It sounds like there's some slight favoritism there. Okay, Alistair.
That's what I was going for.
Too bad I'm not good at a transatlantic, transatlantic voice. Otherwise, I could do Alistair. Yeah, they don't call it an IEP. They call it gifted. So you can be gifted and have an IEP plan. Yeah. So those multiple hats are done by one guy. That sounds like many jobs here. I may work security, but I'm also a front desk receptionist. I'm also slightly a garbage man. I'm also slightly an emergency response. Well, I guess it's security in general. I'm also slightly an emergency response unit. It's weird. You was gifted and have an IEP? Yes, sister. You have an IEP and they put you in classes that are more behind than the grade you're in because they see disabilities as the mentally R-word. Which is ridiculous. The school education system in America is wild. I would imagine it's wild in some other places as well, but like here it's insane. Your police chief is also a family. What a wild thing, Mass. Speaking of Alistair and Hasman Hotel, he's going to be at the Anime Con here. Alistair himself, not the voice actor. Well, education Trump dismantled the DOA. I feel like he didn't do as much damage as Linda McMahon is. Like, while yes, she's definitely done worse. This isn't a political channel. I have my opinions, and I know some people will probably have dissenting opinions from that. Don't let you win. When you say family, you mean friends. Huh. I mean, Mass, you're just gonna win sometimes, you know? Luck of the draw. Your daughter is in her your daughter's in her class just on a different plan than the kids that don't need it. The VA, as in like veterans? Oh, sorry. You're jumping between it. It's messing with my brain. You're talking about the con again with Alistair. Like you got completely rid of it. It's still there. Because that's what Linda McMahon's a part of. She's technically the chair of it. So in a sense speaking, it is still there. It's just not as efficient as it used to be. And efficient's a bad word. I'm still even used for it. And Angel Dust. Okay. I like both of them. They both seem like really down-to-earth people. You have to be teachers treat you like a toddler. He was legit just a little behind because your mom's supposed to be teaching you because he was homeschooled, but your mom never taught you, so he was behind. Yeah, that is nothing. Once again, I think your teachers, Mel, just my opinion, I think your teachers and your counselors are being D-bags. Because they're supposed to be willing to help you out, not like diminish you just because you're like behind. The entire Angel Dust album. SSR it. We cannot SSR it. Can't type anymore, you give up. You're too messed up. No, you're not too messed up. You're just a little inebriated. It's fine. It's because I'm trying to like bounce between like 4 different conversations that are happening all at the same time. Though education went downhill because the rich need brainless workers. Yep, but that was well before I was even born. You'll just go back. No, no fair. You agree the fun plants before it was legal? I know there's a statute of limitations, Mast. I don't know how that applies to that. So you might want to be careful just admitting that. You're so glad you're free from that. I'm glad you are too. But really, I hope you do understand that, like, none of that was ever your fault. I mean, it seems like you understand that. You do have therapy, so I'm sure that you already worked through all of that. There's your distraction, but it was taller than you. Ah, yes. Growing at the size of bamboo. Lav, what's wrong? Faye, no. Resurrect.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said
Small
tomorrow.
seeds in the back dark and become
Just
big boys.
Do it!
Ugh.
Make your dreams come
I have no
true.
interest in that. That was mainly my mom and my sister,
Die.
What are you waiting for?
and I have no
Do
interest in it.
Just do it! Yes,
But if
you can.
it helps you, man, it helps you. No, you're fine. I'm saying I've never done that, and I have no interest in it because of the fact that, like, my sister and my mom did it. So it's just like I'm against it for me. I'm against it for me. Is what I should say. You'll DM about it. You don't want it on stream. All right. The police have met you. Oh, brother. I met my local police as well. My police don't like me. Not because of anything I've done, but because I proved them wrong. Their telling of events didn't match my telling of events, and my telling of events are what was on camera. Surprise, surprise. The judge wasn't happy with the police then. You think it's good night, Floridian? See you in a minute. You think it's pretty lame? I mean, there's certainly worse things to be hooked on. That's certainly not one of them. I think the whole demonizing of it is very silly when cigarettes are legal. Wait, what? No, it wasn't even me. It was Kat is the one who got in trouble. Yeah, it was Kat was the one who got in trouble. I went with her to the court. It was really funny. Yeah, they were not too happy about it. Because the judge essentially dismissed the entire case. Because Kat had has a +5 on her driver's license. And she's taken defensive driving classes, and the judge looked at them and went, "So, what are we doing here?" And then after that point, the cop explained their side of the story. Then she explained hers. Then I explained the side that she didn't know, because from my perspective, I had a very unique viewing experience of this. I could tell she could not see, because where I'm at, I could see it, but barely even I could see it. So. You had armed weapons charges as a kid. I had robbery. I had a robbery threat. Like charge, like the threat of a robbery charge thrown at me. Whenever I was a kid. You also didn't live up to the idea of going to a 4-year university. Your plan is to go to a 2-year and immediately jump into apprenticeship. Hey, that is actually not a very bad idea. Especially since it's proving time right now where college degrees are only going so far. Unlike they did back in like the 80s and 90s. Cigarettes are illegal because they were promoted as healthy from doctors back in the old days. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to say that it's very silly that like the drug administration kind of focuses on the Mary Jane when things like cigarettes are the things that are illegal. It's just very goofy.
Gimme you credit card, and the number Kappa.
You also need the 3-digit number on the back, and as well as your zip code. Because you were a good ditto? You morphed into someone else? It's all in GTA. Well, usually, like, some of the things that Twitch likes is, like, you say, like, oh, yeah, you're doing it in-game. Yo, that's a goat.
Take this.
Is it dangerous out there? Fred, is it dangerous that I'm taking it? You could say taking a lot of charges for friends, but you got people. Oh, no, I got the threat because I did actually do it, and they were trying to be nice about it. Will GTA 6 ever happen? I don't care if it does. GTA does not interest me since San Andreas.
Get wrecked.
Expire tags. Okay, your dad's a neurosurgeon. What's going on here? I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I've always been good. The arresting officers will show you the case. Yeah, it was supposed to happen today, wasn't it? It's been delayed several times, right? You never contested a ticket? Oh, I contested it. I contested it big time because I knew that the cops were pulling it out of their butt whenever they initially pulled us over and then wrote the ticket. Because, actually, you know what? Here, I'm going to try and catch up in a minute, but I'm going to tell the full breadth of the story to this. So she had gotten pulled over, all right? And the cop deemed it reckless enough that the infraction was reckless enough that they were going to arrest her on the spot. It wasn't even that bad. But they were going to arrest her on the spot. So they asked me if I had an ID, if I had my wallet on me. I actually, ironically, didn't. And because of the fact that I didn't, they knew that I would have no way to get home. And so, because we had, I think we'd been living where we are for like a year or so, and we were still pretty far out from whenever, like from our house. And I'm not, legally allowed to drive the car without a license. So, whenever he asked me that, I realized that what they were trying to do, because the second cop that came up then asked for my social security number. And what's really funny, and I feel so bad about this guy. I feel so bad because he was trying to do like a funny thing. So for just a fun little fact about social security numbers, they tell you what state you're born in. Each state is allotted a social security number. So like the first like 3 numbers of your social security number tells what state you're born in. And he was just doing that as like a little fun fact, and it's kind of ironic because I do it. And I actually told Kat that at some point. And so like I bounced the information back to him, but with more information than what he gave me. But anyway, they were going to try and arrest me. Or not arrest me, they were trying to arrest her. And I know they were trying to do because they were trying to figure out like what they wanted to do. So they end up giving her a ticket and a court summons. We go to court. Kat initially wants to plead no contest, but I explained to her that doesn't let her plead her case at all. And so then we ended up going up. She says not guilty, and then we do the whole testimony thing with the cops versus us. And so it's a whole thing. So yeah, it was so trivial because I'll tell you exactly what it was. So there was a bus that was stopping on the left side of the road. We didn't know where they were stopping. And there was a cop literally directly in front of us having someone pulled over. And so in between their lights flashing and the bus being yellow flashing because we couldn't see when they were stopping, by the time we were actually already beside the bus, as in we were already past the stop, like the stop thing that comes out, we couldn't see. Well, she couldn't see. I could because I could turn to watch the bus. She couldn't see that at that point we were supposed to stop. But due to how and because the cop that was in front of us saw it, they assumed that we just ran through this bus's stop sign, which is considered reckless driving. So immediately and I think we're going like 15 miles an hour. It's like 25. It's like a 25 mile per hour area. But because of how worried we're about the situation, she was going 15. So if she actually hadn't slowed down, she probably would have already been past the bus by the time it even stopped. But since there was also a cop in front of us, she had to slow down for that as well to not, you know, hit them. So it was like a double whammy of effects. So then as we're pulling up towards the cop starts yelling at Kat, and then gets pulled over, then all the other story that we were telling you. So, like, I wouldn't say that, like, I win because it's like some silly, like, you know, you never contested a ticket. I kind of needed to contest that ticket, otherwise it probably wouldn't have gone very well for her. Sorry about the long rant. I go in storytelling mode sometimes, you know? Let's see here. Now I really have a lot to catch up on. Nothing there. Okay, let me scroll back up. He only had one ticket when he was late to work. It was like $200. You should have none and nobody was around, but them's the rules. I got full. The only ticket I've ever had is I did a very slow rolling stop because I had to drive an hour away to get a book. And mind you, it was after driving an hour away from there. So I had to drive an hour away, figure out we didn't have the book, then drive an hour back. So I was kind of like annoyed about it. But it's in a secluded area, so the rolling stop didn't mean anything. Like, there was no danger to it, it's just having a cop having to see me.
Oh shit, this truck is falling on me. Oh, God.
Yeah. Make me ramble. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. You guys like stories, don't you?
Oh shit, God damn it. Oh, I didn't close the fucking truck. Oh, God, just got smashed. Oh, God.
He was like 115 in a 50 kilometer zone. But nobody was around, not even the police. You just needed to get to work ASAP, but never do that. Yeah, always take your time. Just be late. You never got charges thrown at you, but your mom threatened to sue for emotional damage. That's not gonna work as easy as she thinks it does. Ooh. Similar things like with defamation require some insane proof. You have a pet rock named Brick. Been playing hide and seek for him for about 6 years now. Hi, Demon Lord Char Char. Nothing wrong with being a bad boy. I'm not a bad boy. I just understand that people sometimes are being mean and think that they know right just because they have a badge when they don't. You don't drink and drive for sure, but you have a problem with speeding sometimes. No comment. I have a slight problem with speeding myself, but I don't go above like, if the speed limit's 55, I'm not going over like, I'm not going to like over 65. I'm like going like 60, which isn't really speeding, but whenever you don't realize the speed limit changes. He's really good at hide and seek stuff about him. Poor Rocky, he's still out there somewhere. They gave you time off your ticket too. You would have lost your license. Oof. And your license is hard to get back after some of that stuff. You had to go like defensive driving classes and everything like that. You say you was only going 75. So they definitely marked you down. I saw Lav. Obviously I can't read it right now because I have to catch up on chat and because of the story I was telling. You will never lose your license again, Koki. You can't believe you got a ticket. You've been so good, especially on the highway where you go 140 or 160 on the 2012 Honda Fit. My God, I don't think I've ever gone that fast. I do think that some places there shouldn't just be a speed limit, like on like interstates or highways and stuff like that. You should go a reasonable speed that the road allows you for, and that's it. There shouldn't be a speed limit on like interstates and highways. But I understand that they have it here for safety reasons. We don't know how bad a Honda Fit can drift and hit speeds in 2013. 02 or 12, you don't know. I mean, I don't know much about cars. I barely know anything about cars. A bad little can move to the neighborhood. You know, Floydian, I've never seen neighborhood spelled like that. This car got a hit 4 as a 6. Maybe it's a DLC. Yeah, Koki, I need to know what this again is about. You won't do nothing right, jury. Sitting down and looks so good. I can be impartial. I could be very impartial. I could actually be on probably like multiple juries and still be impartial. It's like a Civic Type R, but even more mom van screwable. What? As someone who's scared of authority figures, you haven't had any experience with cops. Kat's also bad about authority figures. And really, the only reason she had a bad experience with the cop is because the cop wasn't paying attention to what was actually happening. Forza 6 is just so addicting to get cars in the brain. Dude, everyone that's been playing Forza 6 Mass has been raving and ranting about the game, don't worry. Yeah, okay, CFA. See you whenever you get back with your tuna. Oh, this is Metro music. Your Honda rotted from the floor last year, so you had to get a new girl, but they are amazing. You live in a place where cars rot so fast you would dox yourself with a hint. That just means you have a lot of salt. And believe it or not, there's a lot of places that have problems with salt. My state is one. I can think of 6 other states in the United States that have problems with salt. You need cuddles stat. I'm sorry, love. Much love and hugs too. The new parking space? How big's the parking space? You have to drive over the lip of a curb. Well, it's a good thing you don't drive like a really low to the ground car, right? Near the snowplows? I'm gonna guess you do, based on how you're talking. Don't try too far, you got a Mitsubishi Lancer in the front. Oh, but Lancers are cool looking. Koki, is the song you love the one that's playing right now, or is it the last song? I don't know how far away I am from the bottom of chat. You know you're poor, but they don't gotta give you the worst spot in the building. Just get the parking spot before everyone else. Once one of the cars leaves, move your car to park in that spot. So you had a Mercedes SLK 350 with 272 horsepower. I love that you're just like, here's my specs. And that's basically the story. I don't, all right. People were saying this Game Boy Advance for over 2 years. What are you hunting for? The story tells itself, Koki. I don't know anything about cars. I'm guessing the cops got real angry about your car. You actually only learned that you can, only recently learned that you can soft reset. Oh yeah, with was it A/B start select on the Game Boy Advance? 1 year with Snorlax, another year still no Ruby starter. I didn't find out about soft resetting until I started shiny hunting. I mean, I knew about it, but I didn't know how to do it. Because I didn't understand the difference between a soft reset and a hard reset, so I was always wondering, like, man, these guys are resetting their games really quickly. That's a swan. Or is it a goose? I can't really tell.
Holding A, B, X, Y.
Huh? Game Boy Advance doesn't have an X and Y button. Your car is lame, but you want it in the game, even the first races you haven't played so many times. I love anytime I see a GTR in a racing game. That's what I want. I've always wanted a GTR. It's like my dream car. Demon Lord with a 3 stream streak, buddy. Sorry that took so long to get to. So again, I'm trying to catch up on your chat. It goes vroom vroom. Ah, yes, his Mercedes goes vroom vroom. I'm not surprised. It only went to 150. So how are you getting pulled over for 150? Was it loud? Was it loud, Koki? In only like 30 hours, you've explored more roads than you ever did in Forza 5, but that's maybe a bad thing. Not necessarily. Japan is a very beautiful place. In a 70 zone? Oh. Yeah, Koki. No.
Buzz, buzz.
ABXY, well, like, isn't that just the Switch ones? Like the Switch games, right? The Switch games have, their soft reset tied to that. Wish you could just send friends cars. I don't own the game, so you couldn't send me one. They have car meets. But what if I want cold cuts? Let's say you want to give Koki your whip. You either got to make him pay full value out of meat, or you snip the auction house, or snipe. Snip, snipe. Holding ABXY is an inside joke with Koki. Well, I guess convenient timing because of the soft reset thing. Did Koki reset over his shiny? Is that what happened? Lab, let me read what you said real quick. Oh, Lav. I'm so sorry. You used to say hold B, so of course you sent what? Of course you send me hold B. He was laughing when your friend was using her Pikachu truck. What? Can you make custom like skins in the game for that? The AI will just use your friend's custom car designs and random races. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that Forza 6 had custom cars, like custom skins like that for cars. It was during his Nuzlocke he said to hold B to catch. Wait, is that really not like a unique thing? Whenever I was a kid, I always held B whenever like a Pokemon was shaking the Pokeball. Is that really not a unique thing? We take some cold cuts, pure spicy chicken, and some fromage. Speaking of fromage, Forza is so good. I want to play it, but I don't want to have to deal with a 1,000 hour achievement. All right, it's time for our last 4 checks of the day. Wow, time really flew by whenever I was trying to catch up on chat and rambling and ranting. If I was more popular, I don't think I'd be able to catch up with chat. I'm just gonna let you know. I do not think I can. If I ever get more popular and chat is like going fast, I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and just not go up. Raid Oreo? I was gonna rate Sophia because I feel bad about earlier. Oh, this is the game I want. This is the one I want. Yeah, I felt bad about earlier about potentially causing an issue with grief with her. And so I feel really bad. And I want to show her some love. All right, so that is 12,500 encounters and still no shiny, at least that I've seen. It's possible that I've missed a shiny because I've been yapping and not looking at it. But yeah. It happens. It happened. Wait, where'd this music go? Oh, that's convenient. The music ended at the right time. All right. Well, anyway, you're ranting today. I'm ranting today too. But with that, YouTube, I'm going to wrap up there because the music stopped, so that's actually very convenient timing. But with that, YouTube, thank y'all for coming. I'll bid y'all adieu. And memento mori. Let me know what you thought of the comments down, or of the topics down below. And hopefully the beginning of the VOD wasn't too bad. I think I'm probably going to put in a warning for it. But with that, bye, YouTube.